Pessoal, a gente vai estar acompanhando a semifinal do lado da eliminatória. Significa que esses players já perderam 7 e essa é a última chance deles de continuarem no campeonato, porque esse campeonato é de dupla eliminação, beleza? A gente tá vendo Lores versus Saki. Lores continua com a sua Hattori. Nas outras partidas já tava vindo com essa personagem. O Saki também já tava vindo com Caspian. Ambos jogando muito bem, né? Com os personagens conseguindo tirar um proveito bem legal. Enfim, vamos estar acompanhando aqui. A gente acabou de passar por um set muito insano do Wes versus o Yus. Nossa, foi muito doideira. Terminei o vídeo suando de tão nervoso que eu fiquei. Mas enfim, vamos continuar vendo aqui. Não se esqueça de entrar no nosso servidor Discord para encontrar alguém para jogar Brawlhalla, receber aula se tornando membro. E a partir de 2,99 você consegue dar um suportezinho bem legal aí pra mim, tá? Vai ajudar muito. E é isso, pessoal. Bora lá.
Seeing Lores on that Kaya. But now, you know, on the Hattori, which it's been a minute, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I can't tell you the last time I saw Hattori in the top 8 of anything. I think it might have been Java in 2s maybe like a year and a half ago.
Hang on, it's crazy offstage happening in the meantime.
Wow.
We saw a lot of work coming out of the Katars from Sack as he'll finally get the sundown on that stock. Loris, the weapon toss to secure it.
Oh, and we're gonna go ahead and tack on this double-ended lightsaber as well. Darth Maul cooking real here. Hold on.
Oh, weapon toss connects. No burn dodge, but no movement either. That's the second time Loris just pushed a little bit too far away without enough movement economy to spend to make it back towards the wall for a reset.
Yeah, it's honestly a bit unfortunate. I feel like Loris, I'm looking at him and it's looking like he's about to get things started, and the next thing I know, he's off stage without any resources, not even a mix-up to get back to the stage with. And so we'll see if he's able to bring things back. Sack is just looking like quite the tough customer here. I don't know, what a play, right? Going off stage with that end light and then still getting the chase dodge read into the recovery back onto the stage. But Loris is bringing it back.
Off stage, no one knows. Oh my gosh, get clipped, bro. Okay, Sack trying to close it out with the gauntlets now. Didn't quite get there in time. Still hanging on to a really significant lead, though.
Okay, at this point, this is hard to come back from. I mean, Hattori doesn't have a whole lot of defense, despite the fact that we're in the defense stance here from Loris. It's going to be a bit of a tough comeback to make here, because at this point you get hit by a D-Light recovery on the gauntlets. That'll likely be more than enough here. And the Katars, you know, you get hit by an N-Light or even any SIG from Caspian and that'll be the game. I could start just throwing outside SIGs like 3 times in a row here, even if I'm Sack.
Just kind of wait for it at this point. Tries to cover the edge once again.
Goes for N-Sig this time, trying to read a jump. Recovery's gonna hit and that's game, right? Like just, that's
what talking about the mid-season champ, by the way, who just went down a game versus Sack. So interesting turnout for sure. PR1 in South America up against PR number 8 in Sack.
Yeah, Sack, you know, at CEO walking out with both belts, you know? It kind of carried the spirit of Kaina at the previous midseason championship, now going up against Sack and, you know, seemingly struggling, but now getting a bit of momentum, at least positioning-wise, still down in damage, but only narrowly. Whoa, what a drop on the D-Light there, but plays right through it as if nothing happened.
So we're seeing a lot of burn dodges after like 2 hits of the string, and I wonder if Sack is going to start clocking that now and maybe just kind of going for those weights that Qatar players are so good at. Wow. Really long button. That's an easy punish for first strike. Yeah, that's that down sig from Hattori. You know, people get used to seeing the cloud of smoke, but, you know, Darth Maul just does a couple twirlies, you know, and Sack even has time to charge the gravity cancel on the end sig because the sig takes so long. But there we go. Speaking of, though, Loris answers right back. Does promote the small weapon starve, and we do have the spear back online.
Okay. Nice little opening from Sack. Gets that side air. Loris trying to gain some sort of positioning on the ground. Gets a side light, doesn't get the punish following afterward. That's the hard part, right? When you get the dodge. That time we saw Sack just did a spot dodge in place when he got hit by the side light, so maybe the next time we'll see Loris wait.
For sure. Off stage.
Oh no, that was
what
so risky,
Sack.
brother.
That was crazy.
What the heck? That was not good. But sometimes that happens, right? Like sometimes you go for a crazy wake-up option because you think it's going to catch your opponent unaware. But then when it doesn't work, ooh, especially a committal move like spear sidelight, like you really give them a lot of time to react to what's happening.
Also, credit to Sack for just kind of knowing that it was cooked at that point. He said, you know what, I got to close this stock out. I'm not even going to give you an opportunity to hit me and chase dodge up or anything like that. So as the dust settles, Sack in orange, I would say it's a pretty good lead once again.
Okay, this time dodge is down after the side light. Loris has not been able to get a read on the dodge patterns of Sack. Gets a side sig though, and it's not enough to knock out Hattori. Kind of notoriously a legend that struggles with having any oomph on any of her signatures. He has great coverage, it's a great speed on some of them, but it's the KO knockout power is kind of where she struggles. But either way, Loris is able to find a side air with that spear and bring things back to even stocks.
Yeah, a lot of the turnaround D-lights. Where are you going?
Oh, no.
Where are you going? Okay. I got scared for a second, Flambo. I wasn't sure.
What? I cannot believe that neutral sig did not hit.
Okay, Sack making the best out of a potentially really bad situation with that offstage. Recovery is going to disarm.
Yeah, and he's one more Qatar recovery or any Qatar sig. That down sig almost catching, scares Loris back onto the stage.
A lot of these like side switching, the turnaround D-lights that he was going for with on the spear just weren't working. Like he wasn't hitting pretty much any of them, right? So either that Sack not burning a dodge where Loris expects him to, or just do the move and you're gonna get the hit, you know?
Yeah, you know, at this point, I think if I'm Loris and I'm landing these sidelights and I'm not like confident in my ability to get the read, this is where you start going for a bit of a softer read, right? Like that recovery he went for right there. That's a good option to go for. Sometimes you go for a jump nair and that'll cover a good amount of the dodge options, not all of them, but like roughly a third of them, right? And so those are good plays to go for when you're having a bit tougher of a time getting the hard punishes. But speaking of hard punishes, Sack getting that side sig yet again on the Loris. The Caspian signature kit proving to be so scary to deal with.
Yeah, it's so scary that he can really flowchart it down to, okay, I'll down sig to cover the ledge or cover the edge of the stage, and then I'll just side sig when you go above it, right? And that's pretty much it.
Because they're hard sigs to punish, especially with a weapon like Spear where, you know, the dead zones of it can be a little bit tricky. If you don't have time to nair, sometimes you just have to take positioning as your punish.
But all told, Loris actually gets his first strike of the set. So he has a pretty gentle lead so far. Made a little bit larger by the fact that he finds this. There is the switch he gets with the recovery instead, as you pointed out.
Okay, comes in. Wow, what a read. Pops him with the knife throw. And just like that, sending Loris down to a second stock. But Loris with a lead this time in the set. Hopefully going to be able to play with it and really make some meaningful changes. Has the sword in hand now, gets caught by the Qatars, but not going to take too much damage. Oh, but you can see he's swinging on the way down here. He's scared of retaliation from Sack. Oh, and just keeps coming up with a hitbox. Just refuses to just land on the stage.
That time a little bit late with the signature, so couldn't get up the same you know, setup that Sack was using earlier. A couple pogos from Loris. This is a weapon toss or just a wait. Side air will find it. Oh, charges it with the heavy, but can't get there with the stock because it was disarmed.
Now let's see, 1D light is the name of the game here. Even a side or down sig are pretty good options. Gets the end light, gonna force him off stage. And then maybe we go off stage, or we just wait in the corner and threaten with end light. Ooh, tried to chase him on the way down with the recovery, doesn't work, but here we go, resetting the situation. Gonna have to burn a lot to get to the edge here, just down air that, and taps it in. And now we have, yet again, a stock lead for Loris. It's the best game for him yet.
Sack keeping the head on a swivel, looking for a weapon spawn. Unfortunately, he was on the opposite side of the stage, so he's going to have to fight unarmed for a little bit longer.
Man, Sack is scrapping unarmed here right now, man. I don't know what that end sig was, though.
He was looking for something, but recovery does find its mark. A second one, I mean, it's barely going to tickle at this point, but the damage is relevant.
Oh, great movement here from Loris. Doing great with this sword right now. Burns out the dodge with the weapon throw and then a ground pound. Can we close it up?
Yes, sir.
GG.
Okay. Loris on the board. A lot of really good adjustments in particular.
It's like if you started off winning, you could really kind of, you know, exacerbate that position a little bit. But now going into game number 4, I mean, Loris effectively has to make the reverse 3-0 happen here to have a shot in the elimination finals. Oh, I love that attempt there. Tries to get the side into the wall pogo.
Weapon toss.
Still has
tries to cover the top. Sack covers that, but he dies so far deep. Is Loris going to go for it now? No, he has no movement. Okay.
Yeah, he said, I'm good. I got my wild touch. I'm back on the stage. That's all I want. And I get it. When you're, you know, down this far in the set, you don't really care to go for plays like that. Because it's like, what if I just make it even harder for me to make a comeback?
Exactly.
Oh,
but all
my
told,
God.
dude, yeah, Sack is like, I just don't care. I don't care. I'm going to keep going.
I do not know how we got through those knives, man.
And somehow threads it around the GCD light from Loris. Now in a pretty bad position. Sack can just go for the entire signature kit. Picks up the recovery for first strike. I mean, it was just resource management there, right? Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide as Sack picks up the first stock.
Yeah, a very different definition of a high-low mix-up, but it worked. We'll take it.
We have high and then a different high mixed up. That's it. Here comes Sack, though. Ground pound from downtown. Doesn't quite get there. The Nair covers it on the stack position once again.
Oh
Ground
my
pound
God.
again. Loris wants to go for the reversal hit. What are you doing, bro?
Oh! Jumps over that side sig here. You can see Sack definitely leaning into that signature kit of Caspian way more here, and Laura's doing a great job of playing around it. Can't get the punish with that side light, but gets out of hit stun with that retaliatory pogo. Ooh, and just keeps pressing a button on the way down. He seems really scared, but hold on, it's working here. Burns the dodge, D-Light ground pound.
Of course.
Gonna be the name of the game.
Oh, reliable. And I mean, the same thing you brought up earlier also applies when you're playing from behind, but now the risk tolerance has to be a little bit lower,
Yes.
right? You have to be like, I need to make a play happen. Otherwise, I'm just going to eventually bleed out and run out of stocks to lose the entire set.
Great conversion there from Loris, recognizing that Sack didn't have a dodge, goes for the gravity cancel D-Light off the platform to get his full punish.
Loris a little bit more clued into at least the signature setup with the gauntlets online, but it didn't matter, right? The second stock ended exactly the same as the first with just a raw recovery to get the KO.
Okay, tournament stock for Loris here. Can he get this edge guard? That'd be put him in the best spot possible.
He needs it. Yeah, he really, really needs it. Like, he has to get a whiff
No
punish,
D-Light,
really not take a lot of
for real?
damage.
Man, people are scared of pressing that D-Light button, I guess. They're like, oh, this move's, they think it's like dirt slow or something now, bro. Like, that move's still pretty good.
I mean, you still get it in Sarah, though.
You know? But hey, he said, I'm going to take this end light. And you know what? Okay, but that could be the difference between all this damage you're taking now.
Yeah, this damage matters so much if you're Sack, right? Because even if you lose the stock, you're not really in the worst position at all.
Oh. We need one more hit here. Recovery will work from the corner. Sack is searching for it. Has the ability to throw something up. Gets punished for the end sig with a side sig. And that's kind of the importance you get when you're able to dodge that sig downward. It means you get to the ground faster and then you can get a grounded punish, right? But if you dodge it by going up or to the side around it, it's much harder to get a more meaningful punish like that. So that works out pretty good for Loris.
Okay, Loris trying to inch his way back into this game. Sack just not having any of it. Couple small neutral wins. Loris with the offstage goes for the pogo, doesn't connect.
Okay, twirling that baton around. Needs to get back down, manages to successfully do so. Getting these pogos is little bits of damage, but trading too much with Sack here. Double side light recovery is going to be the name of the game. That side sig would have ended it right there as well. Loris.
Oh, the step back. Okay, hang on, hang on.
Can't get the punishes off the side light, man.
Yeah, he's just finding singular hits. That's not going to do it if you're Loris. You need to get one. Okay, here's offstage.
Oh, I would have bet it all right there. I'm not going to hold you. Okay.
Oh, Sack goes for all of it. The recovery doesn't get the KO on the ceiling, so Sack gets a shot, okay?
Doesn't let the recovery rip there. Throws his weapon away. This is a great position for Loris. Go for a grab against the side sig. Smacks him in the face. Do we go for the pogo? No, goes for a turnaround recovery. Trying to get the knockout off the top. Trying to be tricky. Is it going to work? He throws away the weapon.
I'm losing my mind. This is crazy. Okay, Loris has no weapon. Sack threw it away. Goes for the recovery, and he closes this one out.
Caraca. Doideira, doideira. Enfim, pessoal. Vejo vocês amanhã para mais vídeos, tá bom? E o Sack vai pra final da eliminatória, bora lá.